Hi, this is Rajkumar Pal. In today's video, I'm going to share one of the very key things I have utilized and leveraged today using the AI or the Chat GPT. I have to give a compulsory presentation in our learning group where I have to present the specific topic and why decision making is important and what causes us to make a bad decision and what is the consequence. This is the topic around which I have to prepare some presentation, and the criteria is that these presentations must be finished within the 7 minute of span, because there is other students who have to be presenting at the same time. So we have 2 hours of time frame where we have to everybody make our presentation, and so there is a time constraints and there is a effectiveness, as well as we should not go blind. At least we have to speak even though we have never done made PPT or done any presentation or speech. So this is all challenging at first, because as far as myself concerned, I have presented very few times in front of live audience or peoples. Back then, very 5 to 6 years back, during those I was doing one of MLM, associate with the one of the MLM company. But there is a lot of good thing and bad thing going around the Chat GPT and AI tools and technology, and I think I look around the better thing, that is it is a gift. Instead of worrying about that, if we focused on the leverage side, or if we should focus on the good aspect of that, then it will give us the tremendous benefit for us. So how I did, and what the prompt I have made, though there was a bunch of prompt engineering techniques and methodology and context and framework has been already proposed and solding solding in the sold by a lot of experts in a marketplace. But I few of them I have learned also, and I have applied for my presentations, which is on tomorrow. So how I did that, the uh, when it's come to prompting, the prompt is only be effective if we know exactly what we should want out of from that prompt or out of that chat GPT. Because if we go randomly and ask to give slides and give me a presentation on decision making, then it will throw you the very random and bogus thing, because I have done that and it's not effective as well. So what I did is that I have put some criteria, and what must be the content included inside that slide. And even though there I went through some few exercises of decision making, and I realized that this is very important aspect of our life, and whatever the consequences, what we are experiencing right now, it's lot of to do when it's come to what we make the choices with any people or place or thing or any scenario. And there is a lot of technology and tools is there which is going to help us make a important decision. But earlier I was unaware of that all these tools, and though I was learning, and there is still lot of to cover from my mentor, and eventually it's going to be very fun and very effective, so that I can prevent myself by taking bad decisions or the choices. Because ultimately, if we believe that our thoughts has an impact on our life experience or our emotional state or state of being, then making choices is very crucial in the first stage, because the sequence is followed by like that, which is described by Dr. Joe Dispenza. That is your thoughts, your choices, your actions and your behavior, your experience and emotions or the feelings, and it will circle back to the thought itself. So the choices or the decision is on the right top of the this sequence. So if we more aware and we conscious of making choices, then we can alter our actions, our experience, feelings, and our ultimately the desire what we want to do. So I have coined out the prompt, and I have through the chat GPT, And not only that, it has given me the given me the speech, or given me the bullet points, or outlined the stuff, and which is and out of that result I have selected few of them, that is which is most resonating with me, and I have faced lot of things. So I selected the FOMO, that is fear of missing out, because lot of time, not lot of, many of time I was caught in the trap of fear of missing out. So I want to go with that topic, and how, what is the reason, what is the impact, what is the consequence, and how we can combat when the fear of missing out is creeps in your mind during making decision, or during choosing our choices, while dealing in our workplace, dealing with in our personal life, dealing with in our business, or any endeavor which you would like to tackle on. So, and I made the 7 presentation with a very key points, 1 to 2 liner key points, where I understand, and I have to speak on that. So very first slide, that is I have make on like the sequence of the thought to our feeling, which is described by Jody Spenjara. And the second is the introduction to FOMO. What is FOMO all about? Fear of missing out is the anxiety of being excluded from getting reward or experience what we desire for, what we are seeking for, and what we try to avoid. And the third slide is all about FOMO driven behavior, what the actions we are taking, and when we are operating from the space of anxiety, or the desperations, or the, or what can I say, that impatientness. All this is leading us to behavior like overcommitment, or the constant comparison, or the reluctant to say no, we everything accept what comes in our way. So this is basically slide number 3. And the slide number 4 is that the impact of FOMO on decision making quality. The key point is FOMO leads to rushed decision, or lack of clarity, or the sense of the lack of sense of the meaning behind that decision, or we cannot articulate or vividly vision ourselves and how it looks like. That is the thing that make us become prey to this FOMO. And next slide is combating FOMO with value based decision making. So if we mindful little bit become a mindful, we reflect on that, we little bit pause, and we make a checklist of that based on our past experience, and follow through the certain processes where we are calm, where we are not fully rushed, not desperately or eagerly wanted to have or do or be something, then this will become very fruitful. And if we, instead of going on the flow, and if we become very calm, and we choose or select something subjectively based on our personal values, then FOMO is not going to creep us, or it will make us avoid those pitfalls or the mistakes. The next slide is a practical technique to overcome the FOMO, because FOMO is one of the greatest techniques, or the tool where that is used in the business, in the selling, in the marketing campaign, or in the offer creation, or in the discount making, like that. And we feel sense of left behind, or I cannot get, once it is lost, once it goes, or season went away, or there is the reason a lot of deals and discounts are going online as well as offline. So it requires the mindfulness, deliberate pause, criteria checklist. By doing by doing all these things, we can become aware of FOMO. And next slide is the last is the conclusion about this decision making style out of our fear of missing out, the FOMO. And instead of behaving out of FOMO, if we behave in terms of JOMO, like a joy of missing out, then it's become very interesting to us. And embracing JOMO by becoming conscious of our biased our biases, which is holding us back, or our thought process, our biases, why we, because everything is based on the bias, our negativity or the positivity, in a quantitative or qualitative manner. So there is a three mental model which will going to help us to get rid of this FOMO. That is the opportunity cost mental model. Instead of we go blindly on the FOMO, if we have to ask that if I'm not going to make this decision, what is going I'm to lose, or what the thing I can avoid in a positive manner. Second one is the inversion mental model, where we have to think on a reverse manner from the end point to the starting basic step of taking action or the decision. And third is the regret minimization framework. We have to ask ourselves that what is the effect of this decision after 1 year, 2 or 3 year or 4 year. If it is more inclined to the negative, then we have to stop on reacting or the taking decision or choice, making choice on that decision in finance, in relationship, in wealth generation, or in healing, whatever it may be the scenario for every individual or dynamic of our different life areas. So this is the thing that I have did today, and I'm very happy to explore this chat GPT stuff, and it is very interesting. And more and more I will going to utilize this and use it as a leverage point to make myself better, uh, effective, increase my efficiency, productivity, as well as learning fast.